today I'm working on this nice GP30. Somebody took it apart. I just got this from eBay, but it looks pretty good actually. I'm hoping I have all the parts in there. The shell looks pretty good. The horn is missing, and also the couplers. There's one Rapido in there, I saw it. I'm just hoping I have all the parts to make it run. It looks pretty good, so I'm going to start getting to work on that. So to remove the shell, just drop it like that a couple of times. Then I'm going to have my drive. Looks pretty good actually. So I'm going to take the shell apart, the drive system apart. Just have a look at what's inside. Keep your stuff organized. Actually feels really good, like it's not dirty at all. So I don't know why the guy took it apart and never put it back together. This is going to make a really nice model once it's done. Just have to push these pins in one at a time, and then they'll open up the frame to reveal the motor. Here we go. Everything looks pretty good, all except for look at that, there's one bearing that's missing. I'm hoping the engine will run without it. I'll put it back together like that and we'll see how it runs. Gonna test the motor for you guys. Sounds really good. And I'm also going to clean my wheels. These look pretty good, but I think they have a little bit of dirt or hair in them. But the good news is it looks like everything is complete. So that's going to work out great for me. Oh yeah, they got a lot of hair actually. Look at that. That's unacceptable. Yeah, you can't run the engine like that for sure, for sure. So I'm gonna keep doing this off camera, so I don't have to bore you to death. Let's put everything back together. And the second wheel. And the contact strips. They actually had a little bit of hair in the bearings. So that would actually probably stop the engine from running. So I removed all the hair from the bearings. That feels pretty good. Be sure that you have everything sitting right where it should be as you put it back together. Check it with your finger. Feels pretty good. And now I'll just do the other side. Now I want to put the two frame halves together. Back together. Just have to line up my my little pins, make sure everything's there where it should be. And I also want to put the two contact strips at this time, because I'm going to put my trucks and then the gas tank. After that, because it's missing one bearing, I'm going to take it on the track, just to make sure that everything is ship shape before I put my shell back on. So I didn't put my screws yet, so now I can put my trucks in, and the other side. And I'll put the screws in there one at a time. That's all right, I'll put that back on later on. And the other side. Try not to drop these on the floor if you can. So be sure to have your contact strips lined up properly before you put the gas tank on, because it will hold them together. And then you won't have any more problems with them falling off. I'm going to put the lights on and then we'll go try it on the track. Well, forward it runs very smooth. And then backward makes a little noise. I think they do need that other bearing in the back. Fortunately, I had a donor engine for that last bearing. Still runs good going forward. Then let's see, I go going backwards. Now that's what I'm talking about. Now that I've got my drive working the way I want it, I want to turn my attention to the body shell. So the couplers go right in here. I'm going to use the retainer from the Rapido coupler for my front coupler. And then I'll have to dig up one for my box of spares for the back coupler, which I'll do off camera so I don't bore you guys to death. Here we go. Nice and easy. And also I'm going to want to put my horn on there. So that horn, I got a bunch of them from Cado, and it says black on the box, but they just happen to be a very dark blue, which is a perfect match for this engine. Good stuff. So we'll put the shell back on the drive. And now it's time to run some trains. So that worked out really well. See you soon.